Welcome to China Truths. In this episode, we will bring you the following story. Jimmy Lai, Xi Jinping follows Mao's path, China will reopen after his fall. Now, let's dive into the details. China Truths. Jimmy Lai, Xi Jinping follows Mao's path, China will reopen after his fall. Jimmy Lai, founder of Hong Kong's Next Digital, continues to face trial under the national security law. The defense cited several of Lai's previous public criticisms of the Chinese government, including remarks that Xi Jinping is retracing Mao Zedong's path and that China would reopen to the world after Xi's downfall. Lai also mentioned pro-democracy figures like Lam Chuk-ting, arrested over the July 21 Yuen Long attacks, and expressed concern that Hong Kong's rule of law has been undermined since the national security law's implementation. He argued that Lam was merely protecting others and accused the government of distorting facts post-law enforcement. On Tuesday, December 17, the court continued to hear Lai's case, including evidence from an August 18, 2020, English-language live stream, Live Chat with Jimmy Lai, featuring Lai, former Next Digital Independent Non-Executive Director Mark Clifford, and Perry Link, a professor at the University of California, Riverside. During the live stream, Lai described being handcuffed, stating, "This isn't an honor, but I wasn't frightened or humiliated. I wore the handcuffs to show what kind of regime we're facing." Lai explained in court that his remarks were not intended to incite hatred toward the Hong Kong or Chinese governments but to express his disbelief over his arrest. He said he would have continued his activism even if he had known he would be arrested, as pursuing freedom is his character. Lai stated that the international community views Hong Kong as a lever to influence China by supporting the city's pursuit of universal values. Judge Esther To asked how Hong Kong acts as leverage. Lai clarified that Hong Kong's alignment with universal values contrasts with Beijing's values, making it a natural tool for international influence. However, he emphasized that this influence arises from Hong Kong's intrinsic value, not exploitation by external forces. Lai reiterated his belief that Chinese values should integrate into the global order. He contrasted China's autocratic values with global norms and likened them to Russia's invasion of Ukraine but on a larger, more enduring scale. Judge To referenced Lai's remark, "If we can't change China, such a big country will change us," and questioned whether Lai's idea of integration was akin to imposing external values on China. Lai denied this, stating that mutual interaction is required and that he has never dismissed the possibility of China engaging with the world. He noted the challenge of detailed discussion in live broadcasts. Lai highlighted that sanctions themselves are not the greatest harm, instead, it is the fear of potential US-China conflict that deters foreign investors, dealing a blow to China's economy. When questioned if he advocated using US-China tensions to weaken China's economy, Lai denied this, clarifying that he was merely analyzing the international landscape. He affirmed describing CCP as a dictatorship that disregards international norms, rooted in trade rules evolving over centuries. Lai attributed these principles to the European Renaissance and Christian moral values, although the court restricted further questioning on their relevance to the trial. Lai also reiterated his belief that China initially embraced international values during its reform and opening up period, which spurred economic growth. He argued that since Xi Jinping assumed power, his assertive leadership style has isolated China politically and economically. The defense played another English live stream from August 27, 2020, where Lai criticized the arrests of pro-democracy figures, including Lam Chuk-ting, over the July 21, 2019, Yuen Long attacks. He claimed the national security law undermined Hong Kong's rule of law and distorted facts. When asked how he knew Lam was protecting others, Lai said his understanding came from news reports and personal conversations with Lam. Judge To questioned the connection between Lam's charges of rioting and the national security law's impact on rule of law. Lai maintained that the law had led to stricter legal interpretations, distorting facts and undermining judicial integrity. Lai acknowledged the importance of overseas Hong Kongers in raising global awareness. He explained, "When people see our freedoms taken away, it's as if oxygen is being stripped from us, which is why we resist." he stressed that foreign governments' voices could pressure China to preserve Hong Kong's freedoms. Finally, the court reviewed internal communications from Apple Daily's English language edition, where Lai suggested focusing on negative stories about mainland China to counter the dominance of pro-China outlets like the South China Morning Post. He denied directing editorial content but said resource allocation required prioritizing certain topics of interest to international readers. Lai's trial continues, drawing attention to his steadfast defense of Hong Kong's freedoms and critique of China's tightening grip under Xi Jinping.